Potter's Journal, good morning. Here we go again. Another in my collecting pottery series. This time I've got a surprise for you. It is from Tammy Jo Schoppet, Hobby Potter. She did a series of 365 mugs, one a day for a year, and I thought, wouldn't it be great to have one of those? Such a classic idea. I think she did it originally to improve or develop throwing skills. I've also been studying shipping and packing. Look at that, the box's accordions down there. They never get crushed if you're getting a pillow in the mail, but pottery, they always seem to come that way. Oh, and isn't this attractive? Look at that, how nice that greets you. Oh, clean and well presented. So her series has really inspired my series of what, look at that, look at that. Oh, that reminds me of, as a kid, the string, the Bethel Bakery, so very simply done. And this is not another one. It's not the box in a box, but package in the box. And this was in here so it would not move. So well secured in there. Her series of 365 mugs, the first time around 10 years ago. This was one a day for a year. This time revisiting it was, I think, a more production series month by month, but is really what inspired me to make 101 jugs. I'd been away from throwing for 5 years, so originally, like her, it was just to develop the skills, to revive the skills that I once had. But then I did start to do things like look into different cultures, the face jugs, different styles of pots. Here with the ring jugs, a lot of the pieces are still yet to be fired. I even put earrings in some of them, and I did some syrup jugs. I don't think I shared those on YouTube, so I'll have to find those old videos. I really like doing the batijos and reviving a technique of mine with the trailing and the swipe from years ago. And I've been busy with making Christmas wreaths here at the farm, 300 of them this year. This was a fun series, and these are not fired either. Some Picasso jugs, I called them. Also inspired by graffiti. The larger ones and the Medora pottery I do have to replace because I broke the top off of that one. I don't like the way it was fixed. Here the bottom was too thin. I tried to fix it putting a new bottom off, but it popped off in the kiln. So it would have been better just leaving it alone, but I will try to file down the edge and sand it. So that's something I need to rework. And I started playing with throwing ash on. This has also been to learn to use an oxidation kiln, and here are bits of broken glass. Seed catalogs are starting to come in. Here, this was a series I really liked where I discovered some French pottery jugs. They were originally made in earthenware, but I did them in stoneware, and had fun doing and trying to learn how to do the beading. There's still a number of those to be fired. I haven't been greatly successful with my glazes, and unfortunately, or maybe fortunately, it's actually a couple I've mixed up on my own or developed from a commercial base glaze, like here on the Conscience jug. So I will see in the new year which way I start to take this series. And look who is spotted in Swickley, PA, where I do the farmer's market. He paraded into town on top of a fire truck, and the fellow artist who took the picture, her reflection is right there in the back of the truck. Okay, so I would probably just be making pie plates and mugs if it wasn't for the inspiration I got from hobbypotter. Let's see what's in here. Okay, and yeah, this is nicely wrapped. I'm looking forward to the new year. I'm at about 50 or 60, I think around 60 of the jugs. So I want to be more selective now, and not so much to build skills, but to see what creative way I can take it. I already, every style or type I've passed through, I want to go back and do so much more, especially with the French earthenware pieces. This is, wow, real heavy bubble wrap, so well wrapped. And in what I've done, one thing has led to another, and I can see it also leading in so many other directions. I had two first choices. The first one was a sake set, where one was stacked one on the other, but they were both very different. I said, oh no, I hope the other one's gone, but this was my two first choices. Neither was a first choice. Oh wow, isn't that nice? Okay, look at that. And you might be surprised, because I've collected things. You may think that from watching my channel I'm a potter's potter. I've collected, there's something in here too. Oh. I've collected Steve Booten, Warren McKenzie, who I believe she either did something with or has a piece of his too. Jugtown pottery. Her favorite color's pink. I like deep earthy stuff, but look at this. I've got a piece of pink pottery, and something that was made in a mold. This was probably traded for at a show somewhere, and here's a note for you. Write down whose pots they were, because I have no idea who this was. It was something I probably traded at a show. So anytime you pick up a piece of pottery, do something to label and mark it. And that's why I wanted this too, because this has got a number of stamps on it. It has 365, so it's from her 365 pot series. And it looks like this is number 158. And then it's got either her, I guess, signature too. So here's something that I really wanted. I thought on the first series, wow, wouldn't it be great to have one of those pieces, as I've watched her do this. And this is really nicely finished. The technique on how she did this, I think this is why a lot of people watch her channel, because she tries a lot of different techniques, different types of clay, different glazes, even brushes. But the thing that really got me was, let me see if I can bring it up here. Okay, here's the glasses that she did ancient fingerprints in clay. She went looking for inspiration, found, and this isn't a 4,000 or more year old jug, but went back to one of her original inspirations where there was small fingerprints from the artist. And even this piece, it's contemporary but made very fast, probably thrown off the hump the way they do in the Eastern Mediterranean. Does have nicks and bumps, and some may have happened after being made, but a little extra bit of clay. And here's what she went searching for, things like that, the little mark, 4,000 or more years old marks of the potter. Another one of her videos I really liked was a road trip to Kyle Kilns and Clay, where they still made it with that old method where they do it through the filters. So I think most people like her techniques, but I liked her inspirational pieces. And so there is an extra bit here. And this sale, she just finished this series, so her pieces are still up there. Oh, I don't believe it. Look at that. It is an ornament. And this is a technique that she did on a number of the mugs. I did an unboxing last week where I got a piece from Athena Farrago, the moth pottery. She sent me a piece of a shard that she had picked up from Winchcombe Pottery, Michael Cardew's pottery. I thought she had sent me an ornament. I thought it was one of her plum pudding ornaments. So you can still go to her site too, the Moth Pottery, and find a plum pudding ornament, or treat yourself for Christmas from either of them and catch up with Jammy Show. Her stuff was on sale, 40% off. It says on most of the stuff. And you know, this fits very nicely in the hand. That this is something that you could enjoy your orange juice or take a celebratory drink out of. I did some shots last spring, and you know, I did them the same way. Narrow kind of on the bottom, something that you could put your hand around and feels good and comfortable in the hand, and that's exactly what this is. So I am very pleased. Thank you, Tammy Jo, for the inspiration to make 101 jugs. I don't know where I'd be without that series. And stop back in the new year. I've picked up something at a second-hand store. Okay, an old souvenir from Mexico on two themes. A jug with a tumbler on the roof. Who ever thought? I've never seen anything like that. So something that I hope to do in the new year. And okay, stop back, see what happens in the studio next week. Thank you, Tammy Jo.